catches me off guard. Good evening, everybody. It's ladies' night. It's a cockfest. I believe Simon is trying to join us, so hopefully Simon will join at some point. Hayley, hope you're feeling better. No, she's not feeling too well, so hopefully she's feeling better. Good evening, everyone in the chat. Evening, casters.
Evening, and
hi, everybody.
Mr. Intense and Tracy.
Mr. Carruthers. Sorry, I keep doing a Scottish accent, Mark. So next time you see me at Expo, feel free to kick me in the nuts. It just, I can't help it when I'm around you.
Is he as tall as you are?
No.
Or is
I'm
he...
only 5'3".
Oh, he's on about you, Mark. Oh, okay.
Aye.
Yeah. You wouldn't reach, even if you try an uppercut.
I know.
Unless he's because of his age, you got low hanging fruit.
No, wait till he's sitting down. Then he'll be a right height for me.
I am of an age. I definitely am of an age. Let's leave it
like
just
a speedback for you.
Oh, Jesus.
Proper old leathery one as well.
It's going to be one of those nights, people. Buckle up.
But at least you're not throwing up this time.
No, I will not be throwing up tonight. Oh, I'm saying that. I haven't even opened my beer yet.
I was going to say, it depends on how much you drink.
I'm only having beer tonight. I'm on the Doom Bar tonight, though. Been a while.
If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you change it to live chat. Click the wee cog and change your playback speed to 1.25 so there's less delay between what we say and when you get it.
And that's what having a professional reviewer on the show does to you, doesn't it? I never even knew that. I think this is like my 6th year of being a bloody reviewer, and I never knew
something
that.
Like that.
Some people will say far too long, and I'll probably have to agree with them if I'm honest. Anyway,
right.
Yeah.
Well, we started this. I had hair.
No, you didn't.
I did. It's just not much of it. A lot more than I have now.
You still got a bit there. I just saw the stubbly bit right at the back.
Yeah, just the back.
Oh, God, yeah, you did have a lot more hair than you have now. Is that better, Mr. Intense? Have you caught up with us? Or is he on about kicking me in the nuts?
Could be both.
I mean, if you want, Mark, I could always pick you up.
Yeah, you could do it.
I mean, there isn't much height difference between me and Vinny.
You won't be there, mate. You're not going, are you?
Just my weight.
I could just turn up just so I could give Mark a quick lift up. So
well, you have got a ticket. What, outside before we go in as well? So I'm in a heap on the floor outside in the foyer.
Actually, yeah. Then everybody walking by just sees Vinny in a big heap, crutching his nuts.
Sorry, Chris, I'll give you a ticket.
He's got a ticket,
I've got a ticket.
Mark. Oh, I presume you've got a press pass, Mark, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. I just realised.
Yeah, this is Mark. He would have had
Do
it
you
all
not see just
ready.
there, somewhere, there?
I don't even know where mine are now. I've moved stuff around in here that often. I've got no idea where all mine are now.
I can't remember what I did with my last press, press pass. Fucking hell. No, I even drank.
No,
but the one before that, I gave to Zippy.
Can anyone remember if the Twisted Messes should have been in the gift pack or not? I thought I put that in there, but I can't remember now. Because it's a brand new Twisted Message too. I can't honestly remember. I could have sworn I had to put that in there one night, but it's not in there. If anyone remembers, please comment, because I haven't got a clue. If not, I'll put it in there anyway.
But you didn't usually say what you're putting in it.
I do. I generally show what I'm putting in it, because it's all piled here. That's why there's that Geek Vape and whatever else I've put in it over there. But
last week you didn't, eh?
I didn't lose last week, did I?
Yeah, you lost with the sweeties, didn't you?
Oh, the bloody bean thing.
Aye.
You lost twice on that one.
I wasn't really in a fit state to. I'll tell you what. There you go. Twisted Message 2 RDA, brand new, in the pile for the giveaway. Jobs are good. It's better than putting juice in or a bloody disposable. Oh, it's me on the buttons, isn't it? I need to remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got no Ailey to do it.
What are you using, Vinny?
I'm going to go first. Are we going to do the whole big thing? Yeah, why not? Scare everybody. Good evening. Hope you're well. I'm going to split my Oxfords up. I'm on my usual Oxford Velocity. Absolutely banging device. Love it, love it, love it. Vaping something new juice-wise in there for me. Some Elux Blueberry Raspberry, which is rather nice, as Chris knows. And I'm still on my Vupu Drag H40. In there, I've gone old school. Inspired by Chris the other week. I've got some Juice Source Blackjack because I don't really care if I take the tank. And then my old trusty Oxford Velocity. And in there, some Riot Squad Funks, the strawberry, raspberry, and blueberry one. Absolutely love that juice. Absolutely adore it. And that's me. I'll exit that, and I shall nominate Mr. Mark.
Yeah, I'm on my
All
usual.
yours, Mark.
The Drag 4 with the U-Force L tank. Inside that, I've got some Riff Raff's Cherry Drops. And I've also on this. This is a SMPO DL03 disposable. And that's
a disposable.
blueberry ice.
That is a
It's inside
disposable,
it.
Chris. And if you'd have been active in the LXV chat this week,
Yeah.
you would have seen that.
If you watch my live on Monday, I'll show you it better.
That's
Yeah,
it from
because
a
we're
bit.
going to
And that's it.
I'll take Mark off the solo. We're going to have a discussion around sort of non-compliant CBD things. Let's bring Christopher up. Everyone get ready and step back from the screens if you're watching on a big screen.
I'm on the Argos. It's a very slim pickings week. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And in that, I got some what's left of the Elux Legend Raspberry Blueberry. That
I'll just interrupt, Chris. If you check out, oh God, what they call Exceptional Vaping, they're doing 4 of them for £12 at the minute.
that's not bad. I've got 3
No,
bottles.
that's what I've got today. Yeah,
I've got 3 bottles for £9 at one of the local vape shops by me.
that's not bad either. Really,
No.
£3 a bottle. Sorry, Chris.
No. That's okay. Next, I'm on Mr. Overkill with the Juggernaut. I have to remember that. And in that,
Chris, right? I had a bottle the other week and I didn't enjoy it.
It's slightly different taste. It's not as strong as
Is that all you're
used to
vaping
be.
on, Chris? I'll bring you down.
That's
off
literally
solo.
everything I'm on. Yes,
That's all right, mate.
Slim pickings.
But yeah, I think they tinkered with the flavor profile.
And I do.
With the new bottle and new label, because it's not the same. It's just not the same as it was.
It's slightly more minty than it used to be. I'm finding.
Yeah, to the point where it's bordering on over minty. But you know what I'm like with that stuff? I can virtually vape 100 mils in a day of that, and the bottle lasted me over a week.
Intense. How the hell did you know she used to do that? But yeah, it's. I mean, I can still taste the chocolate with it, but it's like the mint just slightly overdoes it. It's as if I'm trying to get rid of the ice cream in it.
Yeah, I agree. I actually agree, Chris. They've messed the profile up. It's thrown it out of balance for me. I'm gutted, proper gutted.
Because that was one of my favourites amongst the
Yeah,
another one that I haven't had for a very long time.
Which is?
A certain crack.
Jesus Christ, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't bought any of that for ages. To be honest, I might actually look at buying some. So do this in. Come on, I've not had anything as good, and I've gave up waiting for that other one that Simon says about.
It would. The what was the company called? I've got a bottle of fruit juice. Norse, wasn't it?
That's it, Norse. Yeah.
Is Simon there? Simon's there. Good evening, Simon.
Hello, Bushwanker.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
No.
We can indeed.
It's just taking half an hour to boot the computer up. So, good evening, everybody.
Did you try pressing the power button?
Moving on swift. Oh wait, I didn't do that. You know what? Now Simon's here, I have to get this.
Slow as always, Vinny. Slow as always.
Better than premature like you, Chris.
And?
Oh, shut up. Don't make me just play tumbleweed all night, please. Please.
Thing is, I actually was premature.
Oh.
That's why I went, and?
Moving on. Oh, yeah, Simon can do that.
This is
now.
an example banner.
I don't have the banners.
You don't have the banners.
And he's slow at that again.
That wasn't me.
I was just
No,
on
weren't
the ancient
they?
computer.
You're the only one with control side, so.
So it's basically Simon's ancient computer struggling to actually keep up.
It's not ancient, is it?
No, it's only a couple of years old, but it is a pile of horse shite.
Where have all the banners gone? There's only 2 there.
Haley took them with her.
No, there's
Make
more
sure
than
you
that.
didn't use them.
Click the brand one.
Oh, that. Yeah, I know the brand's there because I've put them there. But the actual banners that run across the screen and things, there's actually only one there now. Well, it's ours. And it's at 30 viewers, Vinny will give away some of his stuff. Which we're not putting up because I'm not doing that. I've just put an RDA in there anyway from last week. Right. What are you vaping on, Si?
Oh, he's finally finished.
I haven't got a clue at the minute.
All right, I won't bring you on solo then.
No, I'm a cunt.
There's a way of making them scroll as well, Si, which is more fun. I think. Oh, maybe not.
Hi, Facebook user.
Oh. Even in Facebook user, please give StreamYard permission to use your name so we know who you are. Okay. I'm going to see the Simon's on, and we can actually have a sensible discussion, hopefully. I'm going to start with a segment, which was inspired by Mark. When I can actually find the bumper for the segment. There was one. I know there was.
It's the aircon in the coaches, Andy.
Is it that strong? Here we go. Now, this is inspired by Mark asked us in the LXV chat this week about the show, about showing the device that he's got, the big disposable there. And we had a bit of a mini discussion around TPD and tank size and things. Now, we've always, as a collective, stood behind TPD, especially around tank size in disposables and things. And then it kind of dawned on me that we're being rather hypocritical. Because I imagine every one of us on here has a tank that is over 2 mil. And probably uses it quite often. So are we being majorly hypocritical by saying we're not going to feature things that hold too much juice when we've got tanks? Just about any of my RTAs hold more juice than 2 mil. Even the Vupu Drag H40 holds more than 2 mil. That's a 5 mil tank on top of that. So are we being hypocritical and not ruling out other things? Discuss. What do you reckon, Si? I thought this might be something you'd like to get your teeth in.
It is. Right. Let's break it down, shall we, into sections. Are we against them selling non-TPD disposable pods on the UK market?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are we against them selling non-TPD sized tanks?
Me personally, I can't
On
say
the
yes.
UK market.
Yeah.
But what
But
I do notice,
are we
do
for
notice-
them dropping the tank size on the next TPD2?
Whenever the next TPD comes out, the rumor on the beat is it'll be a 5 mil capacity.
what I notice is 90% of the time when they are of a bigger tank size, they are also on a stupidly large amount of nicotine.
No, Chris, not
The ones
necessarily.
I tend to see people using tend to be like 50 milligram.
All the ones
We're
I've
not
seen.
we're not talking about the nicotine
Right.
size. We're talking about the tank size.
We're talking about tank capacity, not the nicotine level. I'm
I mean,
just
in a
trying to
way-
work out if we're being, like I said, hypocritical by saying we're not going to mention that and feature that on a cool wall because it holds too much juice. When me and Mark have got tanks that hold 30 mil.
I mean,
we've all got that smoke tank kicking about at home that holds about 5,000 litres.
Oh, the CFV16. I've got 4 of them on that shelf.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to
It's
have
just-
that Titan.
Yeah, that's 30 mil, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Titan V2, I'm positive it's 40.
So, what do we reckon? Should we feature?
But then, is our market the UK, or are we aiming our show at the whole of the world?
Well, we always used to be global. Obviously, with the lack of an American guy on the panel anymore, the American viewers have dropped down. Obviously, American vape restrictions are very, very different to ours. At the moment, I'd say most of our viewers are European, which have to follow TPD.
So do we follow the masses of our viewers, or do we just do what we usually do and do our own thing?
But what I'm saying, Chris, are we being idiots by saying it's because it holds too much juice when we've got things that hold too much juice?
And
Right. Let's be honest about this. When a company sends us a mod, do those mods come with a 2 mil tank, or do they come with a Asian tank?
My latest one, the Drag H40.
I know the answer to it.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with a 5 mil tank.
Yeah, my sister's bought one today, the Drag H40, and that comes with the bung in it to make it a 2 mil tank.
Yeah, but we're not. We're talking about what we get sent to us, Chris, not what we buy from the shop.
Oh, I get sent this. And
So
it's 5 mil.
as reviewers, so we can only review what we get sent. Whereas Mark can turn around and say, "I have this disposable. It will be on the UK market at 2 mil, but the model that I have sent to me is 57,000 litres and has to have a."
You'd love that disposable, Simon. Let's be honest.
It's still drying it in a day.
I don't use disposables anymore.
Look at him covering his mouth in his hand.
So what's on your hand?
You see, I meant when I reviewed this, I said it
nothing.
probably come with a bung in the tank to make it TPD compliant. And that's exactly what they've done, because Chris has just confirmed that.
But my argument is, do we actually have to mention that?
Generally,
do we have to say what size tank we're using?
No, it's not something you'd say, is it? I mean, back in the old days when we all had big, massive tanks, we would do, because it was a feature and almost bragging rights, wasn't it? Exactly, Mark. Why control tank size when you can fill up all day long? I never got that regulation with TPD. Go on, Mark.
When I do the review, I show the box. It says on the box how much mil the tank takes. So obviously, if there is a 2 mil version of it, I will say that in the review that there is a 2 mil version. And I've got whatever version it is that I've got.
Well,
so I don't see it as being hypocritical. It is us using what we have at our disposal to highlight the products that the company sent to us.
So I think going forward, we go along with Mark saying, and if there's something we want to feature on a cool wall that holds more juice, we'll feature it. We don't have to say how much juice it holds, like Simon said. But if people ask, we'll be honest and say this one isn't compliant, but there will be a 2 mil version for the UK market.
This isn't got a 2 mil version compatible one made. What's in it is in it, and that's it. It is only 1% nicotine, though.
No, Tracy, they generally say sample. Not for review. They just generally say sample.
Yeah. My Argos says it as well.
Yeah.
You guys see mine's for the light.
Yeah, you are seeing.
Oh, yours says it inside it, Chris. You're not going to get that near the camera.
No.
But come on, guys, in the chat, what do you think? Because this is as much your show as it is theirs.
Do we stick with choices?
See, I think we should just... Nicotine level is a no-go. Nicotine level, our max nicotine level is 20 milligram, full stop.
And anything over 100 mg, we're not going to show on the show.
We'll just send it straight to Simon. Jesus, I remember having a 51 and that. Oh, Jesus. I'll tell you what, I vaped a lot less. A hell of a lot less. But
the thing is, we're not breaking the law because we're not selling it, and the companies who send it to us do not charge us, so they're not breaking the law by sending it to us. The only time the law is actually being broken is if we purchase the product.
Yeah. And then I don't think it's then us breaking the law, it's the seller, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's the retailer.
Yeah.
Well, even so, I wouldn't show a 50 mil disposable that I bought from Corner Shop because I don't agree with the Corner Shop selling a 50 mil 50 mg disposable.
It's hilarious. The one round the corner from me that was selling them behind the counter got hit yesterday by trading standards, and they've fucking taken everything. Literally everything. Even the compliance stuff is no longer there. They've taken it all because he was selling non-compliant. I didn't realize he had 50 milligram behind the counter, but apparently so. But he's got that poxy fine because that poxy fine's in place still, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's only about £500, isn't it?
It's not even that size. It's not
about
even
100
that.
quid.
Yeah, for what he had taken. And come next week, he'll have more stock and be back at it.
You'll probably have more stock by tonight. Tomorrow morning, you'll have more.
Him again. He won't be watching. And obviously, we've mentioned because it's given to us, we're not buying it, so there's no law broken. Have you seen that they're tightening that loophole for children being given zero nicotine? I believe that comes into effect very soon.
Again, we're getting into the realms of energy drinks and things like that, aren't we?
Well, that's tighter legislated than vaping is at the minute.
Yeah, and I think it should be all encompassed because kids shouldn't be vaping.
No, well, I'm really hoping when this AI technology comes in, that's age verification for everything, that tightens that side of things up. Hopeful. I'm not entirely sure it will do.
I'm looking forward to the kids going back to school because that means my disposable stock goes up when I confiscate it off them when they get on the bus.
Do you not mind using a used one inside?
No, just watch it on your shirt.
Sanitizer wipe, you're fine.
Do you want me to get you a collection of bulbs from Expo? I'll go around getting different sizes for you. There you go, job done.
Just picking up the balls and just dumping them in your bag. As you go along.
Just the tips. I just want some tips. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I think going forward, tank size is not going to be an issue. So, yeah. We don't really mention tank size anyway, do we? Oh, no, I don't when I write them up, but when Haley does them, they're a lot more thorough than mine, as we'll see later, because I've done the cool.
2 words. Mod. Cheap.
What, mine? Well, you haven't seen what I put on yet.
I'll say, mod, me once, £300. Chris thinks shit.
Straight away, yeah.
Made from a milk bottle carton.
Oh my God! What? You've not even put any text up.
There's only one with no. There's 2 with no text. The rest have text.
Which how you doing it? He did. Oh, look at it.
I think that Simon's having a look. Fuck it, let's go do the call because then that's everything done that I've got prepared. Oh, fucking hell.
His birthday this week.
Happy birthday! You know what? That bumper's gone. Oh, where the hell's the cool wall? But you can tell I ain't done this for a while. Yeah.
You don't need to do
All I heard was... I'll say, so, do you want me to do it?
Yeah, that's what I did. I went and did it. So, seeing as Simon's pointed out I haven't put any text on, we'll start with the ones I haven't put any text on. This is the first one. It's the chrome-hilled Alberic 2 22mm mouth-to-lung RTA from Vape Fly. No price available yet. It's not quite released here in the UK. But yeah, it's the Alberic 2 from Vape Fly. 22mm mouth-to-lung RTA. I imagine it won't be overly expensive because Vape Fly stuff isn't that expensive. I have got some much more expensive stuff to come. Any thoughts, people?
Looks all right. Bit tiny, though.
Kidney-shaped fill hole.
Well, it is tiny, Chris. It's 22mm. It's a mouth-to-lung RTA, which is why it is tiny.
No shit.
Single coil.
Single coil. Yeah. Is it?
At 22mm, I'd be concerned if it was dual.
I've known 22mm be dual coiled, Chris. Which is why I said, is it? Because I didn't think it was.
Vertical or something?
No, all the Golden Greeks you can put a dual coil in.
Jesus.
Very small, but you can. There's even Bora RBAs you can put dual coils in now.
It'll depend what size of coil you're using too.
Yes, very small diameter coil. 2 2mm coils. Even your bloody robot thing you can have dual coil in it, can't it?
Nope. Single coil only.
It's been that long since I've looked at that. I can't remember. I'm a lazy vapor now. I just buy stock coils.
Funny, I'm the same.
Yeah, I haven't.
Right, can we just Can we just go back to what you just said? Is that buy stock coils or just use stock coils you're given to you?
No, I buy stock coils, Simon. I've been and bought a 4-pack of X-Slim and a 6-pack of Velocity today. Actually, I'm exceptional vaping. Thank you very much.
I usually buy 5 boxes.
I will use a discount code.
See?
That is what they are for, to be used. Evening, Susan. Evening again, Hatman. So what do we think then, guys? The Alberic 2 from Vapefly.
Vape flights are going to be well built, isn't that?
Yeah, it's German engineering.
How much is it?
Well, we don't know, Chris, because it isn't
released
yet. I did say that.
No.
It's a
I'll go cool the new.
What was that, Mark?
I'll go cool.
Thank you very much. Simon? I'll call you Simon rather than Bull Swanker.
Cool. I'd say Vapefly is going to do what it says on the tin, isn't that?
Yeah, I agree. I'll also go cool. So, Chris, it don't really matter what you say, but go on.
Cool.
Now, the next thing is going to... I saw this and actually thought, what the fuck? This has just been released in conjunction with Mr. Just Right, and it's a disposable Bora tank.
The fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, a disposable Bora tank. It's Bora shaped. It comes pre-filled with juice.
Hey, Hanky.
It is literally a use and chuck away. Bora bar. Very imaginative name from Mr. Just Right. But it is what it looks like.
Price points on them?
Not yet. They are not yet available in this country. They've literally just launched in America, but they're apparently coming to Europe.
I think they'd be alright for it here as a backup if you're using a burrow mod.
Yeah, the thing is, if you're out and about and all you've got with you is a Bora and your coil goes or your cotton goes or whatever, you're going to get one, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Right, at that point, I'd
Unless
turn
your
around and say,
battery goes.
why have you gone out and not got your coil and your cotton in a good shape to actually go out with?
It's one of them days, side where I've nipped out to the shop, then I thought, oh, fuck, I need to go do that as well. Oh, wait there, I need to go do that as well. And didn't take a bill kit with me. And I haven't got a disposable in the car at all.
Evening, Hanky.
Yeah, same here, Hatman.
Well, not like Vinny, joking aside, I can actually see the point of having them because sometimes you go on a night out, you've run out of juice because you've drunk 27 pints and you've been outside
drinking your liquid as well.
Only problem is, though, when I've actually gone out and I've taken my vape with me, it's not actually the juice I've ran out of. It's actually the power in the mod.
But we're not talking about a disposable battery here, Chris. We're talking about a disposable
That's exactly what I'm on about. That's where I don't realistically see the point in a disposable tank because most of the time you just run out of battery anyway. Not
the other thing is you're taking out your SXK and you don't want to take out your 50, 60 quid tank.
Yeah. Or your Pulse, for instance, which is even cheaper than an SXK. Which is where my mind went straight away. If these were available, I'd buy 6 different flavors of them and just take me Pulse on holiday and I'd be sorted. It is direct to lung as well, not mouth to lung, and not salts. It's free based.
I can see they've found a niche in the market that's not actually been tapped yet, which is different because most of the market has been tapped one way or another.
Yeah. And I'm surprised nobody's already done it, if I'm honest. But this is the first time I have seen this. And I literally saw it yesterday. It was launched, I think, on Wednesday in the States. I know how much they are in the States. I imagine if they do come here, it'll be a lot more expensive because they're only about $4.50 in the States. Now, if they launched that here at that price point, I could see people using it. But
there'll be $6.99 or 2 for a tenner.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's really odd putting such a cheap chuck away item into something that generally is a very high end device. You would think most billet box people, again with Simon's argument, if I did just go out with a billet box, I would have a spare tank and bridge, wicked and ready to go. Which you imagine most billet box people and people that vape a borrow device would probably have. But I thought it a great conversation because it's different and not been seen yet.
For somebody like me who's a lazy bastard, it's ideal.
Yeah, and me, if I'm honest now. Yeah, Chris.
No, I
He's back.
do something. Yeah, only for a second.
So what do we reckon, guys? What do you reckon, Mark? Let's go to you first, since you're the newbie.
I think it'll be cool. Just because you can carry a bit for a backup.
Yeah.
If you have got a borrow mod with you.
And Christopher?
Uncle.
Sorry.
For what it is, I would put it cool. But
Yes.
for the ingenuity, I'm going to step it up one to Sub-Zero because it's the first one on the market.
I can see why you've done that, but what will I go for? I will go, since I've got the casting vote, when I can find it and I'm trying to pad. Now let's push some buttons. I've actually spoken to this company. It's a brand new company. It's an American-Filipino collab company. And I've been watching them progress on Instagram, and this really caught my eye. They launched this week, and it's an RDA called the Drift.
I like that.
If anyone can actually read all the blurb, good luck.
Keep it up for a moment.
I should have really made that
28
much bigger.
mil diameter, 3 or 4 stainless steel, peak insulators.
Food grade 304 stainless steel construction, 28mm diameter, so it's a decent size. Direct and bottom IFC fine tune capabilities, uniquely designed pouch shape to enhance the smoothness and reduce turbulence. Deep well with beautifully engraved deck. It is actually quite nice.
That deck is rather sexy.
Yeah, I do like the fact that they've done that.
Because mainly every deck is just plain, where they've put a pattern on it.
Oversized peak insulator, 304 stainless steel terminal screws.
And I will say the actual 510 pin really protrudes really well as well. So it'd be great on hybrids.
Nice deck.
The deck is stunning.
I like the tip on it as well.
Yeah, and you also get a full autumn cloud con cap, which is not as concave as that one, so it'd be a denser cloud production as standard with it as well. It's just I've been watching them and they've just got some amazing stuff. It's what was the name of the company? EDZ.
Does it come with another cap, or does it only come with Ultim?
It comes with the stainless cap and the Ultim as well. Now, price point is $130.
Ouch.
But they're saying if someone from Europe does purchase, they will cover the postage, which is going to save you a chunk from the Philippines, which is where it's manufactured. It's an American-based company, but it's all manufactured.
$130, man.
$130. It's quite a bit for an RDA.
That is quite a lot for an RDA.
But how many
You
machines?
see, without seeing that tooling inside the chimney.
Yeah. There's not many pictures inside of it to see if there's any chatter marks or anything like that. I wouldn't think there would be looking at that deck. Because
we know that so many good tanks come out and then it's just fucked because the tooling inside the chimneys can't, it's just crap.
To be honest, if they're taking that long engraving the deck, you'd think that they'd make sure there's no spurs, burrs, or chatter marks.
The only thing I'm going to say is just look at some of the tanks that have come out from our fellow reviewers that looked amazing on the outside, and then you looked at the inside and it looked like it'd been hacked by a 5-year-old.
You would hope that the Philippines machining and the standard they generally produce would mean that wouldn't be the case. But yeah, I can get your point totally.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not made by a reviewer; it's a brand new company. Yes, Hartman, I know you've got quite a lot of RDAs, but that just, like I say, I've been watching them on Instagram, and they're working on a mech to go with it at the minute, and that just the engraving on the outside of that they're working on looks absolutely amazing. And they have been sharing machining videos on there as well. Go check them out as well, because they're going to ask for the link to watch the show later on, because obviously the time difference and everything.
I mean, you've got on the positive side, there's a lot of good stuff that comes out the Philippines, isn't there? Let's be honest.
Hell of a lot of good stuff and high-end stuff.
In fact, I would say the Philippines machining-wise are better than China.
Yes. You got to think Vicious Ant and some of the smaller companies that come out of the Philippines, which are really high-end. You're talking the 500, 600 pound
MCM
mods.
as well, come out of there.
Yeah.
As well, they've done some really nice stuff. I've seen some of their stuff in the metal.
I know $130 is a lot of money for an RDA, but I just got a feeling it's going to be quality. I really have. But like Simon said, you can't see the inside and seeing the machine work inside it. But from what I've seen, I think it'll be on point. But that is still hearsay. That's just going off what they've been sharing. Still a very small company as well. What do you reckon, Mark?
I mean, if the senders up...
You're very quiet.
I know. I reckon
it'll
be... No. I was going to say much of it was for the conversion rate. Dollars to pounds. It's just over £100.
Yeah.
Which isn't too bad.
Which to be fair, when
it's not bad, is it?
Came out, it was 80.
Not. That's what I mean. So I'm going to go cool.
Okay.
Because I do like the pattern that's on the deck. Instead of just the machine marks.
Yeah. I'll go Chris next, because Simon looks like he's still deep in thought.
No, I think he's constipated. I'm going to go cool, because I haven't seen the inside of on the tooling and that lot. If
so you make a joke about Simon being constipated, and then you regurgitate what he said. So if Simon's constipated, that means you're impacted. Simon,
I'm completely compacted.
Right.
Solid mass.
I'm going to go on what I can see, because we can't make a judgment on the inside, can we? Because we've not seen the inside. So what I've seen, that tooling inside the deck is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
The look of the chimney on the outside is something out of this world. So I'm going to go Sub-Zero on it.
And this one's going to go to the chat, because I agree with Simon. It is Sub-Zero every day of the week for me. And if I can get one, I will be getting one. Because I need to see that properly. So it goes to the chat.
Instagram?
EDZ Mod.
In fact, I'm going to buy one. As soon as I can get one on the UK market, I'm going to get one.
Yeah. I want one. I really desperately want to get my hands on one. And on one of the mechs as well, if I can. Because the mechs
I need to go back to dripping because I've not done dripping for ages.
I keep trying, but it's just... My problem with dripping at the minute, I can't find the right juice to drip. Is the comments coming up? Because I ain't seen jack.
We haven't getting much coming up.
And the downside is my wife's given away all of our mechs to somebody, and I don't know who it is.
I was waiting for the tumbleweed. Have you got one?
I know, I've really got to set one up. So come on, chat. Yeah. You've either all fallen asleep or the chat's broken.
Who's still got the easy dripper?
Oh, no, I always wanted one, Mark, but I mastered a technique which I'm not going to share when I was driving for dripping.
Half-time, Luton's 0, West Ham 1. That's the only thing I've just had come up on my screen on the phone.
Go on, chat. Hatman, if you get
Come on, somebody give us a vote.
Wakey, hands off Snakey.
Is anybody actually watching? Or have they all gone off to make a curry?
Got 12 watching apparently on YouTube.
And a couple on Facebook as well. Oh, it's Hatman's birthday, is it? Happy birthday, Mark. And we ain't got the bumper.
We're at a stalemate and nobody's making a vote. Cool, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy. Nice of you to wake
You're
up.
wrong, but hey ho.
Yeah, you are. A full bumper because it's wrong. It's just wrong. Wrong.
In fact,
wrong.
I'm going to overrule.
See, this is what happens.
I nearly did that, but I really didn't want to do it. And the final device on the call is this. The new Lost Vapes and Taurus AIO. Fuck's sake. I've gone for the B60. There is also a B80. These are obviously a Burrow style device which take Burrow tanks. I believe, well, I didn't actually see a price. I'm sure Chris will go find a price for us because that's what he does anyway.
Yep. Right.
I like that. I like that design a lot.
The B80 is slightly wider because it's a bigger thing and a bigger chip. But yes, I quite liked it as well, Si. That's why I put it on.
I'm taking that
Very
will be a queer
futuristic
door.
design, isn't that?
So that got Mark, sorry.
That'll be a queer door that's on it.
It is a clear door, yes. The
Well,
engraving is on the actual device.
Aye. And then you've got the design of circuit board by the looks of it, which makes it not too bad.
There is no prices apparently because it's not been released yet.
Ah.
I did think that. I've just also noticed there's nothing about battery on there either, is there? It looks like it'll be inbuilt, doesn't it? I can't see a room for even an 18650 there, if I'm honest.
It's a built-in 1600 milliamp hour battery. Second line for the bottom.
Oh yeah, I did put it on.
Right, knobhead. You not even read the text before you put it up.
Of course he doesn't.
I did these at about 4 a.m. this morning when my little boy woke me up. So don't complain too much.
Do you know all I'm hearing? These
Jesus
excuses, really.
Christ.
Oh, you could talk, Chris. Jesus Christ. The pictures you used to put up for the call. Oh, fucking Jesus. I need a magnifying glass.
Actually, half the fucking time, people are sending on me.
Yeah, you
Right.
just used the same
Let's
picture. Anyway,
Right,
back to the
shush.
lost mate. Yes, Dad.
Shush. Shush.
Simon has a breakdown live on air.
Right.
losing
It's
more
Lost
hair.
Vape, so it's going to be a reasonably priced mod, isn't it?
Yes and no. Some of them can be a bit pricey.
Yeah, I'm going to say that will be pricey.
Haley, how far behind are you?
She just started watching it. That was the first segment.
Haley, quickly requag and change your speed to 2.
100.
Miles an
No,
hour.
no. On goes up to 2. You've got
Or she just goes
1.25,
onto the slider
1.5,
and just slides
1.75,
it
and 2.
forward.
Yeah.
Think you she'll see this in about 30 minutes.
Right. So Lost Vape is middle of the range price products, isn't it? They're not your cheap smock end, but they're not your high end billet style. So I reckon we're going to be talking between 50 and 75 quid for one lamb.
It wouldn't surprise
Off the
me.
top of
Well,
my
yeah,
head.
the B60, yeah. I'd go for that price range. I'm really hoping they've got some at Expo.
Yeah, I think they are there.
They are there. They are there. It just depends what they take with them, Mark.
Right, I said I wasn't going to Expo, Vinny, and now you're tempting me to go again.
To be honest, there's actually some good companies there this time round.
Shh.
He's still going on about the first segment. Anyway, yes, back to the Lost Vape. Let's. Here we are. One last reminder of what it looks like. Mark, cast your vote.
I'm going cool again. 'Cause I
Okay.
do like it.
I'm gonna go for the alopecia orangutan at the top. That's clearly you, Chris, because I have hair.
I don't actually know. Probably cool.
Right. Simon,
Yeah.
please be the voice of reason.
What did Chris say?
He said cool, the same as Mark.
Sub-Zero.
Thank you. I'm going to go Sub-Zero too, which means, unfortunately, he's going to go to the chat again. So let's wait 15 minutes until someone says a vote. And in the meantime, here's Mark with a few words from himself.
Right, for people who don't know me, I am a reviewer from Five, Scotland.
5.
5.
5.
5.
Not five.
5. Just north of
Oh.
Edinburgh. Right, we've got a Sub-Zero from Andy.
Mr. Carruthers, you're a man with good taste. I should have had this fucking queued up. I'm so sorry. So the Lost Vape B60 does indeed go Sub-Zero. Sorry, Mark, carry on. How long have you been reviewing now, Mark?
I think it's about
2
10
weeks.
years. No?
No, longer than me then.
Yeah. I'll bring up my YouTube channel so I can exactly how long.
And just for those that don't know, Mark's probably the most prolific Scottish YouTube reviewer at the moment as well, with content-wise. Evening, Vic.
Why do I say a word?
Well, Vic's not been well. I hope you're feeling better, Vic. Like, fuck, he'll be watching at any point anyway.
I stopped watching him ages ago.
I believe at the minute he's just doing juice reviews. So Simon was saying.
Oh, it's only been 8 years.
Ah.
First review was 11th of June 2015. And it was SMY 50TC. Or because somebody wanted to see it close up. So there's no FaceTime. There's only the down close stuff. On
quite
a crappy camera.
Growing Scottish contingent.
So, yeah,
I'm not saying that.
That was my first review. The one that's had the most views, when I get to it.
It'll be the Smot Mag.
No, I think mine's actually a Smot coil. Not even a device, it's literally just a coil. I think it's about 12,000 for a coil.
It's either a Dove Vape drag or a Vaporesso, which is my most viewed when I find it. I can't just tell you somewhere. I just can't mind what section. But there's something like 94,000 views.
Jesus Christ. Piss all over my bonfire.
I think the max I ever got on my 4 reviews that I ever did was 14.
That's because you look like that, Chris.
Yeah, because I spent the entire time doing this and I'm talking really, really quickly because I'm trying to do it all in one take and in one breath at the same time.
Right. It is the Drag S Pro with 95,880 views, which was recorded in August 2021.
During lockdown.
All down from there then, Mark, eh?
After that, it's a Drag S with 91,500, and then it's
only 91,500
views. Only.
Fucking that's a lot of bots, Mark.
Was that again during lockdown when nobody had anything better to do?
That was recorded in May 2020.
Yeah.
So it is roughly all lockdown. But I'm still getting people viewing them now.
Yeah.
They're still my most popular viewed reviews.
Yeah, I think one of my AV ones, the medieval one, that's probably my second. And there's still people going and watching that now. It's mental. Absolutely crazy. Anyone got a rant to Room 101? Anyone want to put 50p in themselves and go nuts for a bit? No.
Well, Chris is in Room 101 already, isn't he? So.
Oh, yeah.
How does it get out every week?
I don't know. You need to secure that lid a bit better. I can send you some duct tape if you want.
That's what I tried. It got out of that.
I do have crafting knives, you know. I just slice it open and just climb out again.
I'll sit on the fucker.
I'll just stab you in the cheek.
Oh, dear me.
So much we can rant about at the minute because the whole vape scene has gone so dry. It's like the desert, isn't it?
Yeah, there's not many people bringing stuff out just now.
No, I think they'll be waiting for the next round of expos, won't they? It's like I was going to feature the new Oxford on the Cool Wall this week, but that's been massively delayed, hasn't it? The 1.0 or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I may well get a representative of Oxford on a show in the next week or two, so they can come and tell us about it instead. That's why I mainly didn't feature it tonight, because that does look rather nice, but kind of slick as well. But that's something in the works, hopefully.
The problem we've got, there is nothing new coming out, is there?
There's not a lot coming out at all.
And what is coming out is just rehashes of...
Yeah, and different versions with just more power or a bigger battery or something else. It's just, like you said, rehashes completely. But then again, you can't reinvent the wheel either, can you? Let's be honest. It's... even Smock, they're not releasing much either, are they?
No.
I've not seen anything new come out from...
And they did a new Nord, didn't they? That was fairly recently. But it doesn't look anything like the old Nord. It's about 10 times bigger.
RPM 160.
It's not quite that big. I found that the other day.
The rainbow one.
Yes, Chris, the fucking rainbow one, you wanker.
I just think the whole vape scene is stagnating at the moment.
It's very. I think the biggest issue, or the biggest reason, is salts. Because let's be honest, salts are dominating the market, especially juice sale wise. Like I said, I've been to Exceptional Vaping today, and they said they're not selling any short fills. It's all salts, and the vast majority of the juices they have on their shelves now are salts, and not freebase. Not wasting that bit, excuse me. And I think that is the primary reason. Nobody dare bring out a sub-ohm tank because no one's really sub-ohming. Or a sub-ohm device rather than just a tank. I mean, the last...
Yeah, because everybody's using what, Vinny?
Salts.
Yeah, so what will they be using the salts in?
Well, generally not a sub-ohm device in a pod.
No, but what sort of device would they use it in, Vinny? We're going to have a bit of fun. We might as well do it.
A non-sub-ohm tank.
Or what sort of device, Vinny?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like a pod. Or
a AI...
Oh, an AIO. I can say it sometimes. Sometimes. That's why I don't buy them anymore. I just buy pods. It's much easier to say. Oh, I just do it. Oh, well, this is stagnating. Lovely. Let's go. We've got a full 10 viewers in the chat. I wonder how many questions from the chat we'll get. Do you reckon we can get an hour's worth?
Go on then.
I've got a new pair of glasses.
Have you?
Oh, is that them?
Yeah.
The old man one?
If you notice, for last week I've got new headphones.
Oh.
I've not got a
Needed to
stupid
get 'em after
mic
that
sitting
feedback.
away up here.
It's on the fucking chat. Here it is. And no questions about AIOs. Thank you very much. Now we just sit here in silence because no fucker's going to ask a question at all.
Well, if they don't, I'll tell you about these new lenses in my glasses, which I have to keep moving my head so I can see the screen.
I had them last year, and I've been done. I've gone back to normal lenses, and that's why I still hold my phone like that to my face again. Because you have to do like that to look up close, and it shouldn't be like that. It should be the other way because you look down. But
well, I've got progressive, so I've got distance at the top. I've got monitors, computer monitors, and computer screens in the middle, and I've got the keyboard at the bottom, and close up at the bottom. Well, I've got all, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but I've got about 20 filters on them. because I've got driving filters on them as well, so they actually change colour. They go photochromatic in the bus, and when I'm driving, which normal photochromatics don't do. So, because these go full 90% when I'm driving.
How's the motorbike, Chris? No, I'm joking. No.
Nothing's been done to it since I did the service, so the same.
I'm joking, I said. I didn't want fucking information. Yeah, I really couldn't get on with my varifocals at all.
I've got two pairs, one without tints and one with tints. But the weird thing is, the ones with the tints, if I look at certain types of screens, I can't see them. They're literally pure black. But I take my glasses off and I can see the screen perfectly clear.
I think that's why you need multi-layered tints like Simon's got then, because then it does everything.
But can you see him paying £600 for a pair of glasses?
150 quid nearly killed me for 2 pairs.
See, Susan, I used to wear contact lenses a lot, especially when I played rugby. And I go back to the old school when there was hard. And I hated the hard ones. The soft ones, the disposable ones, they were much better. But I hated all the faffing around with sticking them in your eye and then getting dry and shit. Dry eye was really bad in the hospitals as well. Jesus Christ, for a vape show, we're talking about optical things.
Yeah, I'm all at that age where we have to wear glasses.
Apart from
No, he probably does. He just ain't going to admit it.
No, I don't wear glasses.
He's just got a 170-inch monitor in front of him.
No, it's only a 32, I think, and a 32.
And is that close to the ground? It doesn't have trouble focusing on the ground either.
Susan will actually back me up that I don't wear glasses.
Even though it's meant to.
Glasses, actually.
You're supposed to.
I knew I had to get new ones when I started having to do this when I was using the ticket machine in the bus. So having to do that.
I do that all the time. I just couldn't get on with my varifocals. That was a nightmare.
Actually, talking of glasses, the West Midlands Police have started a new campaign, money-grabbing pricks. They've started pulling drivers over to check their licenses to see whether or not the driver is meant to wear glasses via their instructions on their licenses. And if they're not, they are fining them £300 and 2 points on their license.
Where's that, Chris?
The West Midlands Police. Because they've turned all the cameras off. Yeah, it states it on mine as well. And if your license states it and you are not wearing your glasses, prescription glasses, they will fine you £300 and 2 points.
Yeah, if you've got an 01 on your license, you must be wearing glasses while you're driving.
Yep.
I haven't got my license with me. It's in the house, but I will check that. I wore glasses when I did my test, so surely it should have that on.
So if you are driving to the expo next month, and it does say 01 on your license, I highly recommend you wear your glasses whilst in Birmingham. And
so
in the
if
West
it
Midlands,
doesn't say 01 on there and I'm wearing glasses, are they going to pull me over?
Oh, no, they won't do anything because it's not mandatory on your license. But if it states 01 on your license and you aren't wearing your glasses, then they will fine you. It's just basically a new way of making them.
There's a back of mines.
Oh, I was going to say, that's a very small. I suppose he is a very small person, so it would make sense.
No. It's all cut up because it's an old license.
No, it's just a micro one for a micro person.
Cheeky sod.
It's actually about a foot big.
Mark's so small. A normal size driving license to him is like.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Have you seen Little Britain with Little Dennis Waterman? Well, that's Mark.
Right, there's my license.
You should have seen him reaching up at the expo when I took him bottles of Coke. He was like that, taking the Coke off me. They weighed a fucking ton. I was so pleased when I found you.
Yeah, we make sure we've got lots of lemon and lime in the boot for going down this time.
I'm not travelling really far out my way in the opposite direction to the expo just to catch the bus to go past where I live to the expo.
James, you're joking about that. I was seriously considering getting a bus and taking it down to Expo because I wouldn't have to pay for parking either.
That's the only reason. That tells you how fucking extortionate the parking is.
£12 a day.
Pre-book, it's extortionate.
Yeah, pre-book.
Plus, it would mean we could get on outside the expo because the taxi drivers and buses have the monopoly over that bit out the front of
that whole
the expo.
bit, yeah. Non-licensed vehicles aren't allowed in there at all. Which I get, but it's a pain in the ass. I remember going the first few times with a press pass and trying to blag press parking. It's like, we ain't got press parking, just go pay. For fuck's sake.
Who got the email for them?
I could get a 29-seater for about £400 for the weekend.
That's not actually that bad. Sorry, Matt, what would you say then?
Who got the email about the man cave? That if you've got your expo tickets, you're getting half price entry into the man cave.
Yeah, so no free sneaking in, Matt, like we was open.
I know.
We were just going to put the vape go off and go into man cave. Quick lap round Vape Expo and pop in the man cave for the rest of the day.
Well, let's be honest, man cave's only got about 4 stalls.
Oh, is it that small? I ain't looked.
Oh, half the stalls aren't even filled.
Half?
Half. Or more than half.
And that's the man cave one?
Aye, but you do have to remember this is their first one that they've done.
Yeah, that's true. I'll be quite interested to have a look. I bet they don't let us in though. And I'm not paying.
No, I'm not paying.
People that know me know I don't like paying. I'm surprised
James,
no one
you
commented.
We didn't need to. Everybody knows I'm a free shit hunter. Carry on, sorry.
As I say, James, if I could make back the money for Expo, I would bring a 29-seater down. But I'm not paying for the bus out of my own pocket and just having me on the bus.
No, Susan, you can pay for mine.
Nah, Susan is tighter than that.
I'm fucking really not. It used to be. I'm not now.
Did you not see that article in the news?
Yeah,
did you not see the article in the news last week about the vicar that was servicing the nuns?
Really?
Yeah.
What a legend! Jesus Christ! Imagine being shut in a nunnery as a vicar with it. Jesus! I bet
he's been moved apparently. It's not been moved. It's just been moved.
Yeah, they've probably realised they could charge him for his service.
Because there's 30 odd nuns up the duff.
We'll be having none of that, Vinny.
I bet the choir boys were upset.
Oh, rested.
Yeah, all resting. Yeah.
Oh, Mark, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Out of everything you've reviewed over the long and illustrious reviewing career that you've had, what was your favourite device?
My favourite?
That you've actually been sent for a review?
Oh, there's been sent. I don't know. I'd have to go through my box.
So it's not that much of a favourite if it's still sat in a box.
I've got the black and gold G class in its box in a box. I've got the carbon. No, it wasn't carbon fibre. It was Oh, what was it? The resin? Battleship?
Which one?
Was it
Oh.
Battleship? No.
Yeah.
I can't even remember actually. I can't even find the box. That's how bad it is. Let's see there. Are there or down under the desk. And I'm not going hunting for them.
You mean up under the desk?
No.
You
Under
can't
the
beat
desk.
a D-class.
Because I ken the box on top has got all of my MP3 discs in it.
Holy
that's the top
shit.
one.
Hold the questions from the chat.
Yeah.
Something just come in. We're going to discuss this. Where's the fucking bumper?
Breaking news.
Yes, literally breaking news. I can't find the chuffing news bumper though.
I'll do it. I've got it here.
Vinny broke it.
Well, I had it.
You just can't fucking find it.
That's
There
true,
it is.
Susan.
Firstly, thank you very much to the anonymous person that will remain anonymous that has just sent me this news. It is literally breaking news. It broke today. It's regarding the UK VIA, which Simon's ears will prick up. It has been announced today that all British American Tobacco, Imperial brands, and Japan Tobacco International, as well as Philip Morris International, have all withdrawn their membership from UK VIA in agreement with the UK VIA through a closure of doing it all. And the UK VIA have come forward and said they will no longer include any tobacco companies within their membership, which I think is a fucking humongous step in the right direction by the UK VIA. They've quite clearly taken their testicles out of some handbags at last.
Change the banner.
What banner?
Nothing.
At the bottom.
I'm not fucking you, Si.
Yeah. You're sorry, you're not my type.
The UK VIA have said that they are determined to help support the rest of the 5 million British smokers to quit using tobacco company brands. Not just to quit smoking, but to quit their brands. Which, again, is another shift in direction. This, like I say, was announced today.
Can I be controversial?
Well, you normally are, Simon.
Well, that's obviously the backhander stopped, isn't it?
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see at Expo how many stands are still saying they're proud members of the UK VIA and have non-TPD compliant devices all over the stand. As well.
Is this the end of UK VIA, or is this a new stance by UK VIA, though?
Apparently, the funding from tobacco-owned vaping brands for the last membership only amounted to less than 4% of the UK VIA's income. So, no, Simon, it apparently won't damage their brand, their income, and everything else, because they're saying
it's not their income, is it? It's the extra pennies that Well, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, the UK VIA have said that they basically taken this step to focus on production of vapes to reduce harm alternatives, and not all these tobacco-owned companies followed the same ethos of that vision, I suppose, is the best way of putting it.
So what we're looking at Vape, we're looking at Blue, we're looking at ICOS, we're looking at
oh God, Dinner Lady.
Dinner Lady. Just Jam. Just Jam was part of the dinner lead.
Yeah.
They was all asked me, weren't they?
There's a lot that people don't realise as well, which I'm not going to mention because last time I did, I got threatened to be sued. That's big. That is quite big.
You can threaten me. I've got fuck all.
I've got fuck all, but I still didn't want to get sued. That's massive, though. That is really big. But like I say, Expo will be interesting to see which ones of the non-compliant stands are still saying the members of it. And if I do see John, I will ask him.
This is either going to be a turning point for UK VIA, and they're actually going to go down the way that we see them steering away from at last Expo, or it's the end of UK VIA, and then what's going to take the place?
No idea. Unless it's that company that you did that piece for at Expo.
You see, I've not heard anything from them since.
No, I haven't seen them active on any socials or anything. But that's quite big news, really. It is a step in the right direction. But like I say, be interested to see Expo and see who out of the non-compliant stands still say they're members of it as well. And I will ask John Dunn that question.
The question is it too little too late for UK VIA?
Who knows? They are still very active. That's the one good thing. And I know John Dunn's done a lot with trading standards, especially around London, where he lives, supporting them and things. But who knows? But that was an interesting.
What's your thoughts, Mark?
I don't do nothing to do with them. I've never looked into them or nothing. I ken they're out there, but that's it. I've never had any dealings with them at all.
I don't think I've ever spoke. So,
well, that doesn't surprise me, Chris.
No,
they weren't giving away free shit, Chris. So you want to spoke to them?
that's why. Explains why Vinny doesn't know me, does it?
Quite clearly, I do because I mentioned the German's name.
Yeah, sorry, that was all.
We all know I'm very militant when it comes to this. The proof's gonna be in the pudding, from my opinion. After the last Expo, when that UK VIA sign was on every stand at Expo, including the ones that was trying to sell non-TPD compliant products.
And that was sell, not give away.
And allegedly.
No, there was.
I put the allegedly in there.
No, they was trying to sell.
Allegedly.
You can put allegedly all you want. They was trying to sell.
Yeah, they were trying to sell, but
yeah,
we don't want to get sued, do we? So say allegedly.
China won't choose you to hear allegedly. Every comment we're going to say allegedly after now. Oh dear.
Cover artist.
Allegedly.
Right. From my point of view, if UK VIA are doing this, hats off to them. Well done. You're actually doing what we want you to do.
Yeah.
And get the tobacco market completely out of the UK system. My worry is if it's just a publicity stunt
Potentially, yeah.
Could they be saying it and then just secretly letting them stay?
Oh no, Chris, I won't do that. They've made a public statement saying that they've ended all association with tobacco branded companies. Allegedly.
Absolutely right. I mean, I've always had a lot of respect for UK beer, allegedly. And after the last expo, my opinion of them dropped down into the porta potty. It seriously did. After what we say, and because we both had the conversation, didn't we, Vinny?
Yeah.
And because we was actually going to go and speak to them and actually get them on the show because we wanted UK beer on here. But after what we see they was promoting, we couldn't, in all good conscience, do it.
No, not at all. It was pretty much set in stone that they would appear, and yeah, after seeing what we saw at the last expo, we just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it.
I mean, we sat and had the conversation, didn't we? And we was going to hunt down John and get him on the show.
Yeah, and he was willing to come on as well.
And it was like, how can we have John on the show when he's promoting and working with these companies which are against what we stand for?
Yeah. Which again relates to the earlier topic as well. It's one of we'll see. Like I said, it's one of those things where we'll believe it when we see it, and that it makes Expo a little bit more interesting for me because I'm just as militant as Simon is on this sort of thing. Maybe slightly more controversial because I'll just say it rather than say allegedly.
Allegedly.
So,
yeah, allegedly I'll say that.
I'm looking forward to Expo now.
I might have to come down on Friday. I might have to come down on Friday now.
I'm not going to Friday.
What days are you going, Vinny?
Just a Saturday, I think.
Hmm.
It won't be. I won't be doing 2 days because it's literally not long after my holiday.
I mean, I've still got the week. I've still got the weekend booked off.
It's up to you.
I think you should come, Simon.
I'll be definitely going down the Saturday. I think. I don't think it'll be the Friday. What was that?
It's May. I took my watch off because it's hurting.
No comment. Allegedly. But yes, that is interesting news. Yeah. I want Expo now. I do like a fight.
Hey, Max.
Evening, Max.
You see, I've not had a good argument with somebody for a long time. We know what happens when I have an argument when somebody in the vape world.
Yeah, I end up in the middle of it.
Allegedly. Once. And I wasn't wrong.
Any other business people? Otherwise, I'm going.
No, that's pretty much everything, I think.
Everything? Right, in that case, I'm going to wrap the show up.
Not here, can't you?
You are?
You can tell Haley's not here, can't you?
Yeah, it's been boring and serious.
It's gone from one of the best shows we've ever done to the shittest show we've ever done.
Who got
And
their
on
Vape
that
Around
note,
magazine?
people- Say that again.
Who got their Vape Around magazine?
I got my 2. They send me 2 every.
2 every month, or when they
I've
send
not had mine.
it. I've not even looked at it yet.
Chris, have you had yours?
Nope, I never get them.
Hashtag fuck vape around.
I wish you'd stop sending 2 though.
Yeah, I get 2 as well. I get 1 to Vaping Vinny and 1 to my actual proper name.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, time to go. Say good night, boys.
Good night,
Good night, boys.
Good night, boys.
And if it's your birthday, especially Mr. Hatman, happy birthday. Have a great birthday.
We'll be right back.